everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made Leah from Love Island's red lace jumpsuit and leggings. I was so obsessed when I saw this outfit on Love Island, so I had to recreate it and decided to be Leah for Halloween. And I turned my boyfriend into Rob and put him in some overalls, of course. Today I'll be showing you how I made Leah's dress and leggings. I'll show you how I DIY'd the iconic Love Island water bottles and the mic packs. I temporarily dyed my hair black to match Leah's, and I gave my boyfriend all of Rob's tattoos. So let's get into it. I started by quickly drafting a strapless mini dress pattern with my own measurements and wanted to test it out on some stretchy jersey fabric before using the lace because I didn't have a lot of lace to work with. And thank God I tested it first because I did have to make some adjustments to the final pattern. I wanted the dress to be double lined because I didn't want to be flashing everyone, so I planned to do one layer of lace and use some red jersey fabric as lining. So in my test, I just did 2 layers of jersey. For a double lined strapless dress, you basically want to make 2 dresses sewn together at the side seams and then connect them at the top right sides together so that the side and top seams are fully enclosed in the dress and it looks way more professional and clean from the outside. I basically sewed all the seams together by first doing a straight basting stitch to keep all the pieces in place and prevent them from stretching and warping while I use my serger for the final seam. If you want to recreate this without a serger, you could just use a zigzag stitch instead and it would still look the same because all the seams will be hidden inside of the dress. I flipped one of the pieces right side out and pinned the outer and lining pieces of my dress right sides together at the top. I had already marked the center front and back to make the pinning easier, and I pinned starting from the side seams and center front and back to make sure that the pieces are aligned properly. To make sure that the dress fit me snugly and securely, I wanted to add elastic to the inside of the top seam with a bit of tension, so basically pulling the elastic a bit. And this is because the dress is strapless, so it kind of likes to ride down, if you know what I mean. For this test dress, that's kind of funny, I could add it to the top seam allowance because you're not going to be able to see it through the outer layer of fabric, but I did have to do this differently in my lace dress, and I'll show you how. I like to top stitch the elastic to the lining layer with a zigzag stitch to make sure that the lining layer of the fabric doesn't peek out and show. To finish the bottom of the dress, I just pinned the pieces with the wrong sides together and then basted and serged the raw edge. I pinned the edge to the inside of the dress because I didn't have a cover stitch machine, so I switched to a double needle so that I could mimic a cover stitch, and then I sewed down the bottom hem on the top. I did try on the dress and made some pattern adjustments, but I forgot to film this part and I was kind of rushing. Now I moved on to the actual lace dress, so I cut out the front and back pieces out of both red jersey fabric for the lining and then my lace fabric. I was lucky picking this costume because I actually had both of these fabrics already, and the stretch lace was a perfect match for recreating Leah's outfit. Because the outer layer of this dress is lace that you can see through, I had to construct it differently from the double line dress that I made as a test so that the raw edges were not seen through the lace. I still sewed the front and the back pieces right sides together at the side seams, but instead of attaching them at the top with the right sides together, I actually attached them both with the right sides facing up, if that makes sense, so that the jersey fabric seams weren't facing the lace layer because you would be able to see them through the lace, which would be ugly. I pinned the top of the lace and the lining layer together, making sure to match up the side seams in the center front and back, and I did my basting stitch and serged elastic into the top with a bit of tension again to keep my dress from falling down. I then separated the lace and the lining pieces so that the right sides were facing up, and I used a zigzag stitch to sew the elastic and the seam allowance to the lining fabric so that the lining fabric doesn't peek out over the top because that does not look good. Now with the dress almost fully finished, I pin the bottom of the dress so that the lace and the lining fabric are evenly aligned, and then I do my basting stitch and serge so I can use my double needle again to mimic a cover stitch for the hem. Now moving on to the lace leggings. So I'm not gonna lie, at this point I was stressed because the Halloween party was tonight and I've never made leggings or socks, and these leggings covered Leah's feet, so of course mine had to too. And I basically followed a pattern drafting tutorial from Mood Fabrics for making leggings, and then I looked up some socks tutorials on YouTube and tried to mimic the shape and add it to the bottom of this pattern. I made the pattern with only an inner leg seam so that the sides would look nice and seamless, and I pinned the inner leg seam to sew those together first. Of course, again, I did my basting stitch before serging for the leggings because I wasn't taking any chances with mistakes at this point. Now I had to flip one of the legs inside out and attach it at the crotch seams to the other leg so that I can have two legs. I was stressed this whole time that I was going to ruin this beautiful red stretchy lace and also not have a Halloween costume at the same time. But shockingly, I tried them on and they fit okay. Not perfect, but good enough, but I'll show them at the end to not ruin the final look. Now I moved on to the iconic Love Island water bottles. I ordered the vinyl off Etsy and I used our own names because if I'm paying for this, then I'm keeping it forever. And my name isn't Leah, if you didn't know. I followed the instructions to stick them on these water bottles that I got off Amazon, and I tried to find ones that looked as similar as possible to the real Love Island water bottles. I was literally so happy about how these water bottles turned out because I also ordered the vinyl less than a week before Halloween, so I was stressed that they wouldn't come in time, but it all worked out and it looked great and it was the perfect accessory to this costume. I had to figure out how to recreate the mic packs, so I got a strap and buckle closures to make the waistband for the mics that they have on Love Island. I inserted the strap into the one side of the buckle and sewed it down to make it easier to fit on myself. I put it around my waist and cut the excess strap, then inserted it into the other end of the buckle and pulled it until it fit well. I sewed the other end down to finish the waistband. For the mic cord, I got a bunch of elastic cord because I'd like to use it more in the future anyways, and it looked perfect for the mics, so I tied it in a loop around my neck where I wanted it to sit. I put on my waistband and messed around with how I wanted the cord to sit and where I wanted it to connect to the waistband. I cut the length that I wanted and moved on to fitting the waistband and mic for my boyfriend, who was being kind of a diva about it, so here's us bickering about it. That low?
Yeah.
No, I'm putting mine like higher up. I'll show you.
No, I don't want it higher.
Mine's going like here.
Yeah.
You think that's too high?
That's where mine is too.
No, it's not.
I'm just bigger than you.
Mine's right below my collarbone.
This just sticks out a lot. Yeah, mine is too. I like it.
Okay, what about that?
Okay, fine.
Is that okay? Do you see in the
That's
mirror?
why you said you want to measure me.
Okay, I'll do it longer then.
Okay, thank you.
Decide like how
Wait,
tight
no.
it is. What?
There, no, you have it wrapped the wrong way. There you go.
No, that's wrong. You're twisting.
You're twisting it.
What? You twisted it the opposite way.
Yeah, you tried to put it on me, like fully
No.
twisting. Yeah, you did. You were like this and
No, because you had one of them flipped. I put them like this. And
yeah,
you had
but
one of them
they were all
flipped.
twisted. I literally saw it.
No.
Look at the video. I'll show you in the video.
No, because it was behind you that was allegedly twisted.
No, you can see when you grabbed it from me.
I couldn't see any of it. I couldn't see any of it.
I could see it before you even put it around me. What exactly was gonna happen?
Let me know in the comments. Do you think this is twisted or just crinkled? Okay, how I'll let you do it, okay? Why are you
Because it should go the other way, no?
No, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Why don't you just leave it like this? So I can just adjust it.
I'm gonna sew it down.
No, don't sew it down. Then I can adjust it. If I want to go over, I can go over.
Because then this hanging thing is gonna be like going everywhere.
Oh, what do you mean, this thing?
No, this, like the extra.
No.
Okay, fine.
I want mine adjustable.
Okay, fine. Like it's gotta. Do you
Why
want?
don't you put it so that it's like it loops around it?
No.
So then it can like slide.
No,
around.
I don't want it to do that.
Okay, then just make sure it's not tight, so I'm not on a fucking dog leash.
No, it's gonna be loose. Like mine's. See how mine is like loose?
That was very difficult.
Yeah, because you're difficult.
No, I'm gonna show you in the video now.
I sewed down the cords to the waistband near the buckle, and that's it for the mics. I ordered a wig off Amazon and it looked absolutely awful, so I had to pivot and go find temporary hair dye to make my hair black for the night.
I would return this.
Okay. I have to test this out. Well, I want to test it out before I shower, just to see how it does. Okay, I think that'll work, honestly. Looks pretty good. I'm really nervous that 3 bottles is not gonna be enough for my whole head. So we'll see how this goes. And I'm gonna test, even though I just sprayed it, I'm gonna shower, see if it comes out. It should come out. I'm pretty confident this is gonna come out. But we'll see how this goes, because I'm hoping this is gonna look better than the wig. I started going in on my hair with this L'Oreal root spray, but honestly, I was stressed that even this wouldn't come out of my hair because I was going on a trip in 2 days, so I did not want to have stained hair. Oh my god. I had to get my boyfriend to come help me because it was kind of impossible to do this on my own.
Don't touch it too much. I think I wouldn't do it anymore.
Well, like, I gotta get some of these. And, like, you can see it kind of, like, there's still so much blonde.
Yeah, but you're blonde, Rachel. Like, I wouldn't do more.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's because you also keep moving your hair, so then the stuff that was hidden comes out.
I know, but, like, my hair's gonna move in the night, too.
Yeah, but it doesn't, like, rotate that often usually. It's the light. It's the light.
But this is blonde.
Like, this is blonde, but that's because your hair is normally like that. You're not getting much better than this.
It's so patchy.
It's going to be patchy, Rachel.
Okay, now let me do a little bit.
No. Like, your whole hair doesn't have to be uniform. Okay, you're done. You're actually done. Stop it.
Okay, I'm gonna let it, like, sit, and then I might try to brush it later.
Get it off your skin.
Yeah, I know, I'm going to. Lastly, to complete the looks, I had to hand draw every tattoo that Rob has on my boyfriend because we could not find snake tattoos that look similar enough to use. So I ordered a temporary tattoo marker on Amazon and started hand drawing the tattoos, starting with the snakes because I'd say they're the most important. You don't understand the deep dive that I did on Rob's tattoos to see what each one was. But finally we finished, so here's the final looks.
I'm just missing my life. I'm just missing my life. I'm just missing my life.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this just as much as I did. I want to do a lot more Love Island videos, so let me know whose outfits I should recreate next.
I wonder
Bye.
if I told you, would you understand? It made me feel like an exposed fool. This keeping it separate is like the death of me.